Easy Explained Creative Evolution by Henri Bergson. Chapter 1, The Evolution of Life. Part 1, Duration. So, chapter 1's a big one. There's only 4 chapters in this book. Every chapter is a big one. So we're going to approach this by breaking each chapter up into 2 parts. First one here, going to focus on the concept and theme of duration for Bergson, which is a big one. So, simply put, Bergson says that duration is the continuous progress of the past, which gnaws into the future and which swells as it advances. Right? Really thinking of time as flowing and streaming and constantly in flux. And that's something that we are a part of. Speaking of, we endure. Right? That's our relationship to this space-time element. So Bergson says what we do depends on what we are. But it is necessary to add also that we are, to a certain extent, what we do, and that we are creating ourselves continually, right? So we are enduring through time. We are actions, we are doing, and we create ourselves by what we do, right? It's a very active, very pragmatic approach to thinking about how we exist in time. But beyond us, the universe endures. So Bergson says that the more we study the nature of time, the more we shall comprehend that duration means invention, the creation of forms, the continual elaboration of the absolutely new. Getting a little poetic there, right? Still on the same theme, still, bolstering out this concept. And now we're going to start to look backwards a little bit. Look at enduring through time. We can even say that the past endures. So here Bergson goes on to say that the present contains nothing more than the past, and what is found in the effect was already in the cause. So having a very circular look at cause and effect here, that the present is the past, right? It's flowing one into the other, and that we see a direct causal relation and connection between those two dimensions of time. More broader, we're going to look at all organisms. Organisms are living things. They're things that are alive, living beings that endure, right? That's what it means to be alive, is to endure through time. So Bergson says, like the universe as a whole, like each conscious being taken separately, the organism which lives is a thing that endures. That's just his definition here. Its past in its entirety is prolonged into its present and abides there, actual and acting. So we are our pasts. We bring our pasts into the present with us, and it is with the past that we create the present, moving into the future, all together, all living things in the whole universe. That's what's going on here. That's what duration is for Bergson. And even time itself, right, as a metaphysical construct, as a metaphysical abstract entity, time itself, wherever anything lives, there is open somewhere a register in which time is being inscribed, right? So you are your time. You are bringing all your time experience, you are carrying it with you, right? You are the duration of time embodied. And here, this next quote, if you've seen the movie TENET by Christopher Nolan from 2020, I think a lot of this time-based philosophy of Bergson really plays into the philosophy that's in this movie by Nolan. So let's look at what Bergson says here. See if you see the influence on Christopher Nolan's TENET as well. So Bergson says, change must be reducible to an arrangement or rearrangement of parts. The irreversibility of time must be an appearance relative to our ignorance. The impossibility of turning back must be only the inability of man to put things in place again. So growing old can be nothing more than the gradual gain or loss of certain substances, perhaps both together. Time is assumed to have just as much reality for a living being as for an hourglass, in which the top part empties while the lower fills, and all goes where it was before when you turn the glass upside down. So if you see TENET, hopefully you see what I'm talking about here. If you haven't seen TENET, I think it's worth a watch. I don't want to give any spoilers away. It does have to do with the inversion of time, though. Kind of what Bergson is getting in here, right? Forward and back, at least philosophically speaking. So the first part of chapter 1, looking at the theme of duration. For now, hope this helps.